It is a case study based question. Whenever I go and do project management consulting and talk about project management, one of the key issues that I found that I find in organization is they have variety of definitions. And when I go and talk to people who are already PMP, or those who attended PMP courses, they think that whenever we talk about a definition of a project, it says project is a temporary endeavor. But this definition does not give you the quantification of temporariness. Let's suppose if I am doing a project which is of one day, so do I call it a project? Or if I'm doing a project for a week, am I going to call it a project or not? Maybe you can say, either it's a day, 1 day, or 1 week, or 1 month, or a year. It's project is a project. But when you go and see things from the organization perspective, they have different variety of the processes where they say, okay, so they say that if the project is, let's suppose, of less than 10 days, 15 days, we are not going to call it a project. We are going to call it a activity, or an operational activity, or a maintenance activity. So from this perspective, from this mindset, I have documented this question, and I wanted to test your understanding of implementation of a project from the perspective of the definition and from the perspective of the practical implementation. So from this point of view, which one of the following is the example of a project? Let's see option A. Option A says change the broken lens of a camera. You can say that changing the broken lens of a camera is a project, because not every day you have broken lens, or not you don't do it on a regularly basis. It's not an operation. But that is not a project, right? You don't consider these kind of activities or endeavors as a project. So option A is not the right answer. When you look at the option number B, it says procure the data center hardware. Generally, when I go and talk to the procurement department, they say, we do a lot of projects, and then I need to tell them, convince them actually that, procuring the hardware is not a project. It is actually an activity of a project. So, what happens is that generally project goes from multiple phases, but when you go and see in a typical organization, project goes into multiple departments. So a department will develop the design, the other department will identify the, procurement items and procure the procurement, then another department will implement it, then another department will do the quality. So everybody thinks that they are doing projects, but actually they are not doing projects. They are doing the project activities or executing the phases of a project. So from this mindset, from this perspective, from this practical perspective, option B is also not a project. Then we see option number C. It says replace the fire extinction device for data center. Again, you are replacing a device, you are changing device. It's just like option number A, and it's not a project. Then we talk about option number D, which says install security cameras for a safe city. Yes, it's a project that you are implementing a safe city project, and in that safe city project, one of the key overall project is to set up the cameras. So I hope you understand the concept and the context also. Thank you. Those who have answered it correctly through knowledge, congratulations. For others, I hope it helped.